from Washington, D.C., and if I had a friend come visit me, this is how I would show them the city.
So we would start at L'Enfant Plaza. I'd pick here because it's the most universally accessible metro station in DC. It has access to everything besides the Red Line. Also, there are always food trucks here, so I'd buy you a bottle of water because we're not stopping. We have a lot to see. Running along the south side of the National Mall, we'd make our way towards the Washington Monument. Here I'd point out the changes in colors of the bricks, and I would tell you that this is because they ran out of funding when they were actually building the monument. You'd be super impressed that I knew that. After we passed the World War II Memorial, I'd let you know that we're coming up on the Lincoln Memorial. And I'd be like, we should come back later tonight because sometimes celebrities come at night and we could probably run into like a Dua Lipa or Nicki Minaj. And then you'd be like, I don't know about that. And I'd be like, no, look at Jill Zarin's Instagram. Now here at the Constitution's Garden Path, I would tell you about the time that I was actually on a run and I made a wrong turn and I ended up in the Vietnam War Memorial. And you're not allowed to run there. But I didn't realize until it was too late and I had to sprint out as I was being chased by National Park Rangers on horses. Wait, quick, pay attention. We have to cross Constitution before the light changes. I would shout. And not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Crossing 17th Street, I would inform you that we're actually getting really close to the White House. Honestly, at this point, I'd be kind of relieved because sometimes they shut down the South Lawn access and I wouldn't have been able to show you Trump's brand new American flag. At this point, I'm a little bit bored of the run because I've done this run a million times, but you're really eating it up, so I'm going to continue. Going back across Constitution, we're going to pass the African American History Museum. It's the first of a couple museums we're going to pass on our way back, including the Smithsonian and the famous National Portrait Gallery. Here, you're probably going to be like, oh my gosh, should we go to a museum? And then I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to a museum. I do not like museums. We're not going. You can go by yourself. That being said, I would go to the Air and Space Museum. That one's set. Now, this is where you really need to look at the map because I'd be doing some swerving around here. So many important buildings like within this like little like 0.2 mile stretch, including the U.S. Capitol, the Library of Congress, and also the Supreme Court. Listen, I can't control everything, and the Supreme Court is currently under construction, but sometimes there's protesters out there that are pretty interesting to look at. 6.3 miles later, and we're ending at Union Station. You're so sad it's over, but you're even more grateful that I showed you my city. As you board the red line, you save this video because I told you you're leading the next run, so be ready.